Christmas Morning, a poem by Edwin Waugh. Come all you weary wanderers beneath the wintry sky. This day forget your worldly cares and lay your sorrows by. Awake and sing, the church bells ring, for this is Christmas morning. We'll tie the fresh green holly wreath and make the Yule log glow and gather gaily underneath the winking mistletoe. And all blithe and bright by glad firelight, for this is Christmas morning. To all poor souls we spread the feast, we kindly heart and free. One Father loves us, and at least today will siblings be. Away with pride this holy tide, for it is Christmas morning. So now God bless us one and all with hearts and hearthstones warm, and may he prosper great and small and keep us out of harm, and teach us still to show goodwill this merry Christmas morning. Words are powerful, aren't they? They are the beginning of how we express ourselves as individuals. Think about a child. As they are learning to speak, we await with anticipation for what their first word will be as they learn how to express themselves. Or when we have a crisis in our world, we await with anticipation for a word of peace from our leadership. Or a picture book is somehow not as engaging as a book that is full of words that give imagery, right? And you can picture them. Words are powerful. This Christmas morning, we heard about the Word. This Word was in the beginning with God. God spoke the Word over the emptiness, and thus creation began. This Word was in the beginning with God, and so is both a part of God and somehow separate from God too. This Word is given from God, and so is also the way in which God expresses God's self. The Word is the way in which God expresses God's self. So God's expression of God's self to the world is Jesus. Hear that again. God's expression of God's self to the world is Jesus. Jesus is more than a tiny baby, more than a revolutionary, more than a man hung on a cross. Jesus is the Word made flesh. Jesus is the light of the world that no amount of darkness or sin or hate or hurt or burden can overcome. When we are lost, we go back to the beginning. When I lose my keys, which unfortunately happens often, I retrace my steps. I go back to the beginning. That is what we do this morning. In the beginning was the Word. When we feel lost, jumbled up, afraid, confused, overstimulated by Christmas time, we return to Jesus. Because Jesus is our guiding light and our compass. God is the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega, and Jesus is God's expression of love for us, for you, for me, for all of creation, so that we might have the light of the world dwelling among us. If the Word created us, and the Word was the light of life, then we each contain a spark of that light within us. We are vessels of Jesus. We carry the word within our very selves. As faithful people, our expressions then matter. It matters what we say. It matters what we do. It matters how we live, because we are expressions of the light of the world. The way we express love and justice and faith in the world matters, because we are a part of the Word made flesh. We are a part of the light of the world. It is in our faith DNA to be light bearers, bearers of Christ to this world. May we be that light. May we know that light. May the word be our expression of love for the world. Merry Christmas, dear friends. Merry Christmas.